Oh shit, here we go again.
What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? We're back with another episode of the RealOnesGaming podcast. And as always, we have the three unusual suspects.
Unusual suspects?
Unusual.
Unusual suspects?
Unusual.
First, I would like to introduce the Queen of Detroit. She is going into her Halloween stream for this week. Miss Pinky 313. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. Yes, the kickoff to the Halloween season for our stream, for our community, Pink Squad community, starts tomorrow. Day by day laters, come and enjoy. But yes, what's up, everybody? Happy spooky season. It is the time, pumpkin spice season, all that good stuff. Yes. So, as you know, you guys can find me on Facebook, Pinky 313 Plays. Queen Pinky 313. You can find me on Twitter, Miss Pinky 313 Play _ on YouTube, 313 Miss Pinky. So basically, if you remember Miss Pinky 313, you can find me everywhere. Also, check me out on Blogspot. I got my blog there. You can check me out there, Miss Pinky 313.blogspot.com. Start my writing process and everything. Do a little bit more journalism in the gaming industry. That's where it's at. So,
Word.
Yeah.
I feel you. And the other host, hailing from Atlanta, but originally from Jersey.
Yes.
King of NBA 2K19? Is that the new title?
And 20. No.
Oh, and 20? Okay.
He said, excuse you.
NBA, just say NBA period.
Okay. NBA 2K.
Yeah,
I'll say that. King AJ, say what's up to the people.
What up, people? It is your boy, King AJ, man. Head honcho of the Royalty Squad, Mr. 131 followers on Twitch. I found out this morning.
Oh! GG.
So, yeah, you can find me on YouTube at King AJ. You can find me on Twitch at King AJ _15. You can find me on IG at King AJ _15. Anywhere you can find King AJ _15, you can find me at. That's where I mostly do all my conversation with my viewers, my fans, my supporters, and my brother and my sister daily. So we talk sports.
Yes.
We talk big trash. Put it like that.
Yeah, big trash. Okay, big trash.
So we're gonna travel over to the Netherlands to the man himself, man of the penguins, Mr. Green.
Yes. Once again, my name is Greenspmk. That name might change in the future. I don't know yet.
Nice. You're cooking up something in the kitchen. Okay, I see you.
I'm always trying to rebrand and be better than I was yesterday. So, for right now though, you can find me on Instagram at Greenspmk. If you search GreenSP, you'll find me on Facebook. Same thing with YouTube, GreenSpmk. You'll find me on YouTube and on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/GreenSpmk. We might have a special guest coming through to comment. So we shall see throughout the podcast, just to give their insight on a few of the topics. But until then, we're going to take a quick break.
Nice treat.
Yes. We're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, and then we will be right back.
What up, people? It's your boy, King AJ, man. Back at it again. We're here with the Real Ones podcast, and we have our own Discord. So if you are a small streamer, small content creator like us that needs some backing, some support, come to our Discord at RealOnesGaming. We're welcome open arms. We give you feedback on equipment, how to grow your channel, what stuff you need. We give you news, podcasts every 2 weeks. And the Discord link will be in the description. And we out of here. Our commercial break, paying some bills. I am King AJ. PlayStation Plus free games for the week is MLB The Show 19 and The Last of Us. And there's a bonus game if you haven't played the Division yet. There is a free trial going, a trial going on the PlayStation as well. And I played MLB The Show. I streamed it. Never got a chance to play Last of Us, but I will get to play Last of Us for the new Last of Us come out. The MLB The Show is one of my next games. I'm gonna start streaming and posting on YouTube. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I have the Xbox Gold free games for the month of October. Timbo, Badass Elephant. That sounds interesting. And that's good from October the 1st to the 30th. Friday the 13th, which is one of my personal favorites. Friday the 13th, the game, October 16th to November 15th. Vault. If you're a Disney fan, you would like this. I think you would. October 1st to the 15th, well, for the Xbox One and Xbox 360. Gaiden 3, Raider's Edge. That's available from October 16th to the 1st, and that's also for the Xbox One and Xbox 360. Tempo Badass Elephant and Friday the 13th are available only for the Xbox One, just to keep that in mind.
All right. Seems like some free games. I'm gonna start playing Friday the 13th because Halloween is right around the corner. Actually, me and Super Fluffy Slippers, as some of you might know, we moved into our new house and we're actually decorating Halloween stuff tonight. So that'll be fun. First time I got to decorate for Halloween. So I'm gonna be doing Friday the 13th pretty much a lot this week. Up until and only because I have to get all my Halloween stuff done because Call of Duty is Friday. So
right around the corner.
I know I'm not going to be doing anything else but Call of Duty for like a good 10 days. So that looked like a good game. And then Last of Us is always a good game, especially around this time because that's pretty much, I think, in my opinion, that's probably the best Sony exclusive that I've played in a long time. Yeah. And I would even say that's probably the best game that I've played in a long time. So
and it's good for me because I've never played it, but I've always heard good things about it.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to play it, so that, it fell right on time. So that was dope.
Like, I'll put it to you like this. It's only 2 games that I actually shed a tear for. Okay. Last of Us.
Spider-Man being one.
Yes, and Spider-Man. So, but Last of Us was the very first game I've ever shed a tear for.
Wow.
So that tells you how good the storytelling was. The music in it complements the story so well. And the gameplay is like perfect. I didn't run into any glitches during that game. I don't even think I've even heard of anyone having glitches with The Last of Us. It was just a really well done game.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard any bad things about Last of Us yet. I never have since that version, been out.
Right. And
nothing bad from it.
Nothing bad about it either.
I don't know what Timbo the Badass Elephant is, but that sounds hilarious.
It does, right? It does. It does. But I must say, Friday the 13th, if anybody's interested in playing it, which I say go ahead and play it. You might have a better experience playing with your friends. I'm just saying, it's a really good experience playing with your friends.
If you're playing Friday the 13th with randoms, you're gonna be mad at yourself.
Bring your friends. Tell your friends like get it.
Yeah, I like Friday the 13th better than I like Dead by Daylight. To be honest with you, that's just me.
I do too.
But PlayStation is charging us $10 to get that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not free on PlayStation.
What, Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was free last year. That's how I got it.
It was free. I'll never forget that. When it came up free for October, I was like, let me snatch this up.
Yeah, it came out free last year. Yeah, we already got it,
homie. I'm late to the party then.
When it comes to free games, I do not miss. I at least put it in my library. I might not download it.
I always put them in my library.
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
I'm
late. I'm late. I'm definitely late to the party.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the free games, and we have a good
have Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Well, we have a nice little section of stories, including one of the biggest stories.
Yes.
This week. So, Pinky, how about you tell us about that story?
First of all hail the cube, okay? Never forget the cube. Never forget the cube. So, as you guys know, blew up for a few days. It was just a black hole. Let me tell you guys. So, I just went on a Twitch, off stream and everything, and I was just logging on a Twitch, and I noticed that Twitch themselves were streaming Fortnite. I say they had maybe people, maybe more. Dude, might have been 2,100 people watching. It was nothing but a black hole. Nothing, no words. It was just a black hole. And I'm watching it and I'm like, what's going on? So I just, I'm reading chat. There's a black hole, the game went out, be back up in about a minute. So I said, okay, let me check this out. So I go on my Fortnite game, plug up turn on my PlayStation and everything. And it allowed me to go to the menu for, either you want to do Save the World or you want to do Battle Royale or the creative. And it blocked out the creative and the Save the World. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay. So I only gave you the option to go to Battle Royale. So I go to Battle Royale and it took me to the black hole. I'm like, okay, so any moment now, this is going to change or explode or whatever it's supposed to do. And it didn't do it. So I turned it off. I said, okay. And, I remember Green telling me that nothing is going to happen to the next day. It was a Monday. Nothing happened then. And I believe the next day after that, that's when they put the trailer out. And I think maybe later that evening, that's when the game came back up. I thought that was a genius marketing for the new chapter of Fortnite. This is chapter 2 that they're going in because this is season 10, 2 of the game. If I'm not mistaken, I think this might be his second year anniversary, maybe? This is year 2.
I think it's year 3.
Year 3, you think?
Yeah, I think last year.
No, is it?
It might be 2.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is because I remember getting the game and.
I think we're going on year 3. It's year 2 currently, but I think we're going on year 3 now.
Yeah, because the birthday's coming up.
Yeah. I remember when I got Fortnite, it was just Save the World, and then Battle Royale came free later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think this is year 2 for the Battle Royale. So it makes sense, but it was genius marketing. I thought it was genius marketing. I know a lot of people lost their, bread and butter those few days because the Fortnite was down. You know, people was going crazy. The kids were going crazy. Not my kids. No, I'm sorry, not mine, but just in general, kids were going crazy. You know, my son was keeping me up on the news. He was letting me know the 411 was going on and everything. You know, for them to come back strong, you know, you know, look, younger kids was saying, "Oh, Fortnite is gone forever." No. When you get older, you understand. You be like, you know what? That was genius. But yeah, I thought it was so dope for them to do that. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. I haven't since it's been up, we all played the Battle Royale yesterday. And I thought it was fun. It was dope. You know, I haven't lost my touch.
Yeah, it's a lot of
took a little bit more. Yeah, it was a lot of new changes to it. They have fishing rods where you can fish out the rivers. That's something dope. Don't stand there for too long, you get popped. But you know, yeah, it was dope. They have boats. You can, you know, swim in boats, or I'm sorry, not swim, but ride the boats to the water.
Swim.
Yeah, you can swim.
But you can't swim. Yep, you can't swim. I think they took the carts out, right? Because I don't remember seeing carts yesterday.
I didn't see the carts yet.
They took the carts out for the boats.
But I saw people riding on dry land with the boats, though.
Yeah, they just turbo boosted. There's a booster on the boat.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was just like a hovercraft or some sort.
They vaulted the go-karts, the 4-wheelers, some other vehicle that they vaulted.
Well, I'll let Pinky finish, and then I'm gonna give my devil's advocate opinion about the game.
Yeah, me too.
Top it all off, there's a new map design. They did keep some of the names of the towns within the map, a few of them, for map. And they took out Tilted Towers. I know everybody's going crazy probably over that. I'm glad they did, because every time I land there, I just get it popped automatically. Like my big toe would just hit the ground and I just go poof, okay? But they have a town that's there that's similar. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head because it's brand new, but it's really, I like it. They saved the world. Yeah, I'm not sure if they did any changes on that side.
No. That's one of my criticisms. No,
you didn't
not
get
at
a
all.
chance. You're like, no. But I haven't got a chance to check it out since this past week.
So the only thing they did was save the world, really, was create a loadout portion. So now you can create loadouts that you can just pick instead of having to switch your only loadout.
Okay.
So now you get multiple loadouts.
And speaking of loadouts too, that I noticed on you can upgrade your weapons.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do it.
It's a nice addition. If you find a gray gun and you got like a lot of material, you can go ahead and upgrade that gray or that white gun to a green or a blue or a purple. It's up to you.
Really, so
I do have some issues with the game though, and I didn't notice until yesterday when we were playing it. So, I like that they came out with the whole black hole thing, and I hadn't played it for a while. I don't think any of us played it for a while. So when we first got on it, everything feels new. It feels like, oh, this is a whole lot smoother than I remember it.
Yeah. Because to me, it did smell. Wow, it did feel smoother.
Yeah, and so like after a few games, I was sitting there like, nigga, this ain't really a chapter 2, is it? Because I'm like, these buildings look a lot familiar. Like I'm thinking like the whole world is going to be brand new because the story is like everything from the old world got sucked into the black hole, and now we're in a whole different universe, so to speak. Because if you look at the trailer, it starts with the black hole, and then it zooms out where the black hole is like in a galaxy, It goes out to a universe, and then the universe is then reflected on a puddle, and that's when the new world kind of sets in. And so my only thought is that this is a completely different planet on a different universe.
But supposedly everything got sucked in there, right? From the old world.
No, it's supposedly these worlds have nothing to do with each other. They're just, you know how like they always say there's another you in a different universe somewhere.
Yeah,
and you have multiple universes that you've chosen different paths. I think that's what this is. This is Fortnite, but it's in a different universe. So it's the same concept. It's just it's in a different universe now. So I was sitting there thinking like, okay, I get that concept, and I'm thinking like the whole world is going to be different. These maps are going to be changed dramatically, and I'm looking at a lot of the cities, and I'm like, my guy, like this is the same thing. I'm trying to think of what was the name of that map. Like Salty Springs looks exactly the same. Like
yeah.
Yes,
I'm
they
like,
kept the main like they kept Pleasant Park, Salty.
They kept Pleasant
yeah.
Park.
They kept them the same because everybody loved them two places, and they're gonna keep them two.
And let's talk about that.
Everything else
to keep things because everybody loves it is a detriment to your creativity. Because I was thinking like, okay, Fortnite really came out with the creative press release. Because let's not be vague about it. That black hole thing blew up way more than it probably should have.
Yes.
I mean, it was on what was that? CBS Good Morning America.
Yes.
And they was showing like clips of people. Now they did that dude Cash Nasty wrong because they made it look like he was punching it because of Fortnite.
Let me explain. He just broke his laptop because he was editing a video for my team for 2K, and it broke on him. So they green screened his laptop that he just broke and put the black hole there and act like he punched it. I talked to Cash about it when it happened.
Wow.
Like, no, they green screened my laptop. I was like, oh man. I was like, dog, they did you wrong for that, man.
So
but from that,
I need to see this. Is this a meme?
Just from that alone, he gained about 1,000-something fans. Also, that alone.
And he was already like a pretty good. I would say he's one of the best. I guess YouTube basketball players.
He only plays 2K. So
I mean, he plays 2K, but I mean, I know him because he runs with a house of basketball players, and they all do like different challenges and stuff. That's how I know him. I don't know him from the 2K stuff. But when I saw that, I was kind of like, oh. And then I saw his video the next day, him explaining it, and he's like, nah, I wasn't punching it because of Fortnite. Like, so that's to show you how this little thing, because they always do updates where they shut down.
Yeah.
Every game does it. Basically, they'll shut down the server for a couple hours. Most games do it like early in the morning, like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. to kind of, they know there's no gamers on at the time. But Fortnite did it for 2 days, probably because they wanted to see what would happen. And because it shouldn't have taken that long for this update, to be honest with you.
And I don't think it was because of the update. I think it was just, like I said, for promotional reasons. And that was the smartest thing. That was dope.
But you had kids. You had kids and some adults that was acting like kids, losing their mind over this game.
Oh, yeah. I live in a I live in a pretty decent neighborhood, a good neighborhood.
Yes.
And the house is built where, it's supposed to be soundproof for anyone that's inside. But when I saw the notification, because I follow a dude, I can't remember his YouTube thing, but he was streaming Fortnite, and it came a notification like, hey, black hole, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know what it was about. But I heard kids crying outside, and one kid in particular was like, Mom, fix my phone. Fix my phone. It won't play. And I was thinking like, oh, okay. Something going on with people's phones. And when I found out it's Fortnite, I had to start laughing. It's hilarious because they made it seem like they really did shut. And Fortnite even said, like, this is it. This is the end.
Yeah, it
Bye-bye.
said the end on their Twitter. On their Twitter head, it was like, this is the... It said Fortnite the end.
Yeah.
When I mean these little kids was losing their mind,
They lost all marbles.
I was laughing at them so hard I couldn't breathe. One kid, some parent put it up on YouTube that he was in his room and he was in the middle of a game and it shut down on him and it went right to the black hole.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he slams his team.
I mean, you can't get mad. I mean, my criticism for it though is you did that, and you really had a chance to come back and do something amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the improvements. It's fun. I'm probably still not going to play it as much as everybody else. It's something I'll pick up every month for one day or something like that. The things that would have drew me back in, I thought they were going to do. For instance, I thought the story would, in some way, shape, or form, have something to do with the Save the World, which I then thought, oh, they'll update Save the World. Because it's been 2 years, and we still in early access for Save the World. How, Sway?
Yeah.
And, like, a lot of people say the Battle Royale is free, but they still sell Fortnite in GameStop, and that's for Save the World. So I don't see how you put your money into making these discs.
It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword.
It's not even a double-edged sword. It's straight up like...
Listen, Green, because if it's for the people that strictly Save the World playing, they don't care about Battle Royale. So that's for the people that just must play Save the World.
No, the disc comes with Save the World and Battle Royale.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I thought Battle Royale was just free, just to be free.
No, once you load up any portion of Save the World, it automatically gives you Battle Royale. But the problem with it is that they don't do any updates. Like I said, the only update that I saw that I noticed when I went to Save the World was the loadout. They gave you some stuff for free, but I haven't been on Save the World in a while, so I don't know when they gave me that stuff for free.
Yeah, because you know what, and I didn't have to log on the Save the World portion anyway, because usually when they do updates for the season and stuff, they give you like gift box, and they may give you a new character, weapon, schematics, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, and I didn't get that much great stuff. Like I noticed some of the they did take away some sort of characters that are now rare. Like for instance, the very first I can't Ramirez, where she has the blue hat and the blue suspenders. I think she had on. That's now like a purple instead of a regular white rarity. So some of the characters that you had that were white, they're so rare that now they're like they upgraded them to purple or whatever. So they give you like a free upgrade to upgrade them to purple. But other than that, I mean, it's the same game that they had for the past couple seasons. I didn't see anything different than what they did with, Save the World. It seemed like they put all their time and money into Battle Royale.
Because that's their money maker. That's the money. The money maker is Battle Royale.
The whole game should be your money maker, though. Like, imagine had they connected the two. Had they said, like, we're somehow going to connect your Save the World with your Battle Royale, and instead of you having to pay for V-Bucks.
But with the V-Bucks, though. They did it, but with the V-Bucks, though, because anything you make from Save the World, it goes straight to Battle Royale, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
Any V-Bucks you make,
that's been how it's been for the longest time. Like since the very beginning, that's how it's been. I don't think they could really do anything about that portion, and I'm pretty sure if Epic Games wanted to, they would cut it off. They would say, "Oh, Save the World is now Z-Bucks, and Battle Royale is V-Bucks, and they don't have anything to do with each other." If they really wanted to, but had they been like, "Okay, so whatever characters you earn and Save the World, you can use on Battle Royale," that would be amazing. I would love that. I would love whatever schematics you have, you can use that in Battle Royale, and you can create your own loadout in Battle Royale. So when you go into the zone, you go into the zone with guns already. Like that would be like a good kind of feel to it.
but let me rebuttal that. So when we loaded the guns, like say the guns that's already on the load, when we just standing around, just shoot people when. So if they'd have took that loadout system into Battle Royale and we just picked up the guns that was sitting right there, would that make a difference?
Nah, I wouldn't like that. I would rather it just be we create our own loadouts. Like Call of Duty. You can create your own loadout. You start a multiplayer match. That's your loadout. Now, maybe they can do it differently if they want to make it harder. Like, say, you're going to get that loadout, but you're not going to have any ammo when you start off.
Yeah.
That would be okay. I'd be fine with that. And then you just got to search around for material and ammo or whatever. And then if you want to switch your gun out because you see another gun that might work in the situation that you're in, then you can switch it out that way, whatever the case might be. I like that idea. But I also don't understand why we can't get a penny in Battle Royale. I've been saying that since Battle Royale came out, and I don't understand why we can't have Penny. Or what's his name?
I love Harper.
Yeah, why can't we have any thick people?
To me, they're not going to do it because then they have to do it for every other character. That's awesome.
No, they don't have to make every character thick, but the thick characters that they already have, just put them in.
I understand that, Green, but I'm talking about if they add Penny to Battle, her own little setup of skins and stuff. Like how you have to earn each skin for like what's that dragon name? I forgot the dragon. The dragon, the ninja, and the chick that I was using yesterday. You had to earn.
Oh yeah, I like her.
You had to earn every piece to fill her out.
But they don't have to do that because every penny is named something different. Like for instance, Pinky likes Harper, but Harper is a direct model of Penny. Penny is like the original, and then they have different ones. They have Harper, they have Elsa or something like that. It depends on which one. You can have like a regular Harper, and then you can come out with outfits to change out of her. And then you can have Harper, and she gets her own. Like if your main thing is to make V-Bucks or money, whatever, then open up your store with more characters, brand new characters. I would love a Penny. And I know people say, thick people in shooter games make it easier for you to die. But Apex Legend has Gibraltar. And he's not only a big dude, but he has heavy armor on too. So,
and he has a shield.
Yeah. But doesn't Penny have a shield? So what's the difference?
But I think they try to stay away from the Apex type of player.
But you already did it.
If they add Penny with the shield already attached to her, the I don't know about the hardcore fans, but the fans that are coming into it or that's been in it for a while now will have a problem with it.
I wouldn't, because
all she has to do so now she has the shield and she can build. So you can build the biggest tower. You just build this big behind tower and sit up there with this shield, and you just plucking people off. So they'll have to strip Penny of her shield just to make it work.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When I say, like, I would like to see Battle Royale mixed with Save the World. Because in Save the World, Penny is a constructor, and she can lay down this device that fortifies your structure even more. If they had brought that over to Battle Royale, where if you have a Penny, yes, you are easier to shoot. However, when you build, you can fortify that building where it's stronger now.
I don't think, in the heat of the battle, ain't nobody gonna pull out the fortifier and just place it down. You might try and get popped in the butt trying to do it. But it would work for like squads, or I'm sorry, not squads, but
solos
and all that type of stuff. No, not even solo.
I think it would work in solo. I mean, on squads, because if you got 4 people and you have a good team, and you say, "Hey, you two going to do cover fire. One of you going to build. I'm going to fortify the fort as Penny." That's a good teamwork.
But let me ask y'all this: since y'all play Say the Word, how long does it take for Penny to fortify something?
Like 3-4 seconds.
Not that long.
Yeah, it's like 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, not that long.
Okay, I was trying to picture where the cooldown point was. Like, if it takes 4 to 5 seconds, so like after every there's 100 people in there, you kill off maybe 5. Let's just say 5. Whoever uses Penny, you kill off 5 people. That should regenerate her thing.
I would say just give it to her on a time basis, like 30 seconds. 30 seconds, you get it, and you can put it down, and then you can't use any more as long as one is down, because if you put another one down, then the first one disappears.
Yeah, that actually happens in Save the World.
Yeah.
It'll disappear. Yeah.
That's how I would do it. Either 30 seconds or a minute. One of the two. I mean, it depends on how they want to do it. I would even say a minute is fine. You get one every minute. It slowly builds up. And once you get that, then you have to wait another minute before you can put another one down. And I would give each person you get a represent. The same way they broke down the classes and Save the World, they should have broke down in Battle Royale. They should have had an outbreak. Maybe their thing is like they can scan the area for weapons of rarity or something like that. They can have a ninja. This person can jump twice. They can provide smoke screens or whatever. They should have like different classes like that.
Then everybody would be camping the map out there.
They camp it out now.
Outside. Huh?
They camp it now. So what difference does it make?
But it'll be worse though. It'll be so worse.
I don't think so. I think it would be interesting to see how people's skills are different.
Especially with the new people coming in. You know, the new people don't care. So you plucking off people left and right. You sit up there with a sniper rifle. You got Penny, you got this ninja, and you have somebody that's scanning the floor, scanning the area. You see a random fly walk by. Hey, he's dead. He's pissed.
Fly by.
But let's think about like this.
They do fly.
Yeah, but let's think about this. Apex does the same thing. Does Apex not have a bloodhound that can scan the enemies? Does Apex not have Bangalore who can throw a smoke screen? They have the same exact thing where each character has a different skill. So for Fortnite to come out with this big little overhaul and this is chapter 2 and you done already stole things from Apex to begin with. So why not just go all out anyway?
I'm still trying to figure out what, like, I understand the whole free to play and the weapon thing. I understand the weapon like that, but I don't understand what else they stole. There's so many things that they say Apex stole Fortnite. I don't understand it.
Apex didn't steal anything. Fortnite stole everything. Okay. Like we
So
saw with Apex.
please explain that to me because I'm still confused on that.
Dances. That's the number one thing. The dances. Y'all remember the dances they were selling for people?
They stole dances from other people.
I understand the dances. And people got paid for them dances. People got paid for them dances. But
Some people, not everybody.
Well, for particularly the start, they stole when Apex Legends first came out. They were the first like major mainstream game to come out with the respawn trucks or the respawn beacons. And then
yes, that's true.
Maybe a season or two after Apex did it, Fortnite did it. And then we started seeing that becoming a regular thing in battle royales. It's like it's little subtle things that happens that I'm kind of like, oh, that is definitely Apex. Okay, like I understand you Epic Games, you want to stay in the new, but it's like little subtle things. Like when I saw the trucks for the first time, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it's a respawn truck. And then some of the character designs and the characters that they come out with, I'm like, damn, I thought Apex just came out with that same like color scheme for one of their characters just like a couple weeks ago. And it's stuff like that. Like I wouldn't be surprised if either next year or later this year, Fortnite came out with, okay, we're going to drop you all in. It's going to be a solo. And if you kill somebody, that person turns into a zombie. And you got to...
The zombie thing is coming anyway. It's Halloween. The zombie thing is coming regardless.
And that will be the same thing as fucking Apex just did. Like...
No. They gonna put the zombies from Save the World, and then you got to kill them.
But what I'm saying is like, it's little subtle things. The zip lines. Apex had that first. The hook where you can
the zip lines I understand.
The little suction cup game, the gun where you can go around the map like a Spider-Man. That's straight up Pathfinder. Like it's stuff like that I'm not saying they stole directly. Maybe they're just inspired by these games, but you did steal that shit from Apex Legends. Apex Legends was the preseason portion of it, trash. Hated the game. But after about season 2, like the beginning of season 2, I really started to enjoy it, and now we're in season 3.
Because they was working, because Green, that preseason, they were still working out the bugs. Because there were so many bugs in that game preseason. It's like, all right, it was like, okay, we got to tweak something here and there.
Yeah.
So that's why you get you get Bangalore's hitbox so darn wide, and Lifeline and the girl that look, their hitbox is so darn small. It's like it's insane. That's why you see people mostly using Lifeline and the girl that looked like the Crow. I forgot her name. Starts with a W. On Apex.
Wraith.
Their hitbox is Wraith. Their hitbox is so small, and mostly people just use them too. They don't go after nobody else.
I tell you, I kills in Apex Legends. I love that game. Like I think that's the best version of a battle royale game you can get to. But I mean, I wish Fortnite well. Like I said, I saw a couple things that I just had issues with. I think they had plenty of opportunities to do things big to get them back up there. And a lot of people are saying like, oh, Fortnite's back. You know, they're on top of the thing now. They beat, I guess they had a beef with Minecraft. And
did they now?
I guess they were competing against Minecraft. And I guess now people are saying Fortnite won again.
Let me.
Well, kids was doing that. I don't think that was. Yeah.
Let me explain that. The PC players made a Fortnite replica of Fortnite. Made the bus, everything, made it fly on PC. So they would just drop it on this random island, and they'd just start playing like Fortnite. Last person wins. So everybody was jumping on that bandwagon to play PC Minecraft Battle Royale. It was a Minecraft Battle Royale mixed together, like mixed in with Fortnite. So that beef didn't last long because it was a bunch of some grown behind parents that was doing it and some little kids because they was in it together. So, when the kids get involved, they go back to school. It blew up just like that. But that didn't last but 2 days. As soon as the black hole hit the streets, they forgot about that.
Yeah.
They forgot about it.
Give me about a week, I'll forget about fucking Fortnite, Minecraft, and all of them. So don't really care.
We definitely forgot about H1Z1.
I didn't. I still have it.
You played H1Z1 one time, maybe twice.
Nah, I played it for a whole month straight.
I mean, collectively, just we was on it together. Like we played, not just solo.
I still have faith in H1Z1. If you ain't got PUBG, H1Z1 is a good little free game to get.
Now, my next question: if this Modern Warfare has,
I don't think it does.
It doesn't.
I don't think
it doesn't have Blackout,
which is good. I'm glad they don't have it.
I don't know, but I know that Ground War is going to be insane.
They got survival mode in it, and I think that was the replacement of Battle.
For Blackout?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something else we need to talk about too. You know what? That's going to be the end of discussion for that one.
Yeah.
But anybody else got something to say about Fortnite before we go into our commercial breaks?
I've said my piece.
Just sit your curators down and come up with something new. Come with something original.
My verdict for Fortnite is it's the same shit that it was last season. They just got you with the woo woo. So now it feels
You know what? It's not designed to target us. It's more so the kids. So
yeah,
you have to take that in consideration too.
You see what happens when they go off, when they just say, "Oh, you're not playing today."
Mm-hmm.
You see what happened when they add the marshmallow into the fucking game. People lost their goddamn vibe. I was like, nigga, is this a skin? So
they spent. They might have made off the Marshmallow Men alone a cool 6 figures.
Yeah.
Off the Marshmallow skin alone.
Well, Epic Games, until you actually do some improvements and not just retexture certain areas, I'm cool on you, bro. So we're gonna take another break. We got a couple more commercials, not that much. And then we'll be back with more of the Real Ones Gaming Podcast. Be right back. Hey Pandas, are you looking for a cool custom controller that will help set your game up? Well, Cinch Gaming can hook you up. CinchGaming.com is the spot for custom controllers, energy drinks, gaming apparel, and more. Use the code GREENPANDA to save 5% off on any product. So what are you waiting for? Don't make gaming hard, make it a cinch. And if you're looking for clothing that not only meets your fashion needs, but also is designed for gamers, check out So Sick Clothing. SoSickClothing.co has a great selection of clothing and has free shipping on the U.S. orders over $30. Make sure you use the code GREENPANDA at checkout. If you're going to step up your game, step up your fit and make it so sick. And don't forget to check me out, GreenSpmk, at www.twitch.tv/GreenSpmk, Monday through Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and also on YouTube. Just search GreenSpmk and click on the panda
What's up,
logo.
guys? It's your girl, Miss Pinky 313. I am affiliated with Gamer Grind Co., freshly roasted coffee for gamers. If you never tried it, you need to try it now. You can also use my discount code, give you 5% off your entire order using Pink313. They have decaf and caffeinated coffee, so try them out. I'm partnered and sponsored with True Skills Pro. That's skills with a Z. Pro multimedia consultants for logos, graphics, web designs, and more. Email them at trueskillspro@gmail.com. That's skills with a Z. I'm also sponsored and partnered with DTRT 313 Clothing Co. for hoodies, t-shirts, and merch for the Pink Squad for men and women. Check them out at DTRT 313 Clothing. Also, make sure you follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/MissPinky313.
We are back. We are back. I'm paying another bill, people. I'm with RealOnesGaming, and today's story is: do Facebook streamers make more money than Twitch or YouTube? From the story I found, that my partner found, that Facebook streamers make more money than YouTube and Twitch combined. And from the story I found on Reddit today, there are 2.2 billion people on using Facebook in America alone.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 1.5 billion that are streaming on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that there are some people that went over to Facebook are making more money, because you already have this fan base, you already have your following from multiple media sites, and all you have to do is just switch over. Yeah. Twitch is a grind to get. Twitch and YouTube and maybe Mixer is a grind to build the fan base. And the people that are here with me should understand and agree with me with that part alone.
Yeah.
But from a source that put from a Reddit post that I seen, the bits on, or if they want to call them bits, or I think they call them stars or something, are more cheaper than the bits on Twitch. And
as far as like towards the broadcaster,
yeah.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. They're like $2 each star. So like each star gets, like, if you get you put $2 in, you give the broadcaster 1,000 stars. So it goes like that. So say if Green was streaming on Facebook right now, and Billy Joe from North Dakota puts $2 in for 1,000 stars. That $2 will go to Green. It won't go straight to Twitch, and they got to get their cut and all that other stuff. It goes straight to Green.
Oh, okay.
And there's something called, and in general, with those, all you have to do is hit the like button on your stream, and it builds up revenue. like as YouTube, when you stream on YouTube, you gotta explain, keep telling them to hit the like button, and you don't get that much back. And I don't know how Mixer works, so yeah, I can fill me in on that.
Yeah, same way Twitch
So
does.
And okay, because me personally, I'm not too familiar with Mixer. I've been over that side a couple times watching, people's streams. Like when Mixer first hit, I seen it. And I was like, okay, cool.
Mixer
But
is very dominant for PC and Xbox players.
right, yeah, because they can stream directly off their consoles to there if they
Yeah.
wanted to. As far as Xbox people go, but
yeah,
for PlayStation, no, we can only stream, directly from our console
but to YouTube,
with Twitch and YouTube. Yeah,
Which that might change in the future, but
pretty
I
soon,
think they will. Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
think PS5 is going to change all that.
yeah, because they're going to change from the rumor you could stream Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and on that. And that's
Yeah, I heard they were trying to work out a deal with Facebook to see if they could do that. They already had a little minor deal with Facebook. But I don't know if Facebook is now supporting that deal because I don't know if any PlayStation players has noticed, but that feature where you can share your trophies on Facebook is gone.
yeah.
So, yeah.
You can no longer. There's no speaking of Facebook on PlayStation anymore. So I don't know. That would be cool. I would like to. Twitch, I like you. You cool. I'm gonna keep grinding on you, but I would like to stream on like Facebook too.
Especially if you already have a fan page and stuff like that. All you have to do is just sign in on that and give you some directions to how to stream from your fan page. It's so that's what people been the big content creators are telling me. It's like it's so much easier for them and they don't. And the main thing with Facebook is like if you do have audio, like background music, they won't mute it because it's yours. It's under your name. So any free beats any non-copyrighted beats, it'll stay up. So as YouTube and Twitch, you got random people that make an account and flagging them down or copyright them. They felt like.
Well, that's people that has no life anyway, so I ain't too worried about that. YouTube is So I've done some research, and the way that copyright music and stuff works on all of the different streaming platforms is very unique in its own way. Twitch, you can use all the copyrighted music you want during your live stream. However, they will mute that if you try to use it for a replay. So if I stream today, I can play Jay-Z all I want. They can't do nothing. But if I wanted to replay that stream later and put it in my rerun selection, that whole stream is muted. Facebook kind of works the same way. YouTube is even on if you make just a video, they'll let you play that song. But whoever copyrighted, they'll have a choice. Either I want it off your video altogether, in which case they will mute your whole video or that portion of the video. Or they'll say, yeah, go ahead, play it, but I want all the revenue from that. So then they can claim either, I think, because it happened to me where I took a non-copyrighted song that was just a beat, and I guess someone went to that artist and said, hey, I would like to use your beat for one of my songs. They had some sort of legal thing. The original beat song was still on the free website for content, but then they hit me with a copyright, and instead of just taking it off, which it had none of the rap lyrics in it. It was just the beat.
Yeah.
But that rapper, whoever that person was, I'm not going to say your name, he put in a file. So basically all the clicks that I get for that video, if it goes to an advertisement or commercial before, that money goes to him. Now, because I'm not like making money off of YouTube right now, I don't care. Do what you do. And then once I do get money from YouTube, all those videos are going down.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to start fresh and start with my own music.
Yeah. Because I noticed too, I had did throwback, couple streams I did throwback music of like early 80s and like, some of the artists that our mom and dads grew up to. And did you say, oh, you know what? Yes. I'm not going to start with you. Anywho, they didn't strike it down. They didn't mute the audio or anything. So I guess it depends on what era you play. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It depends on when Twitch decides they want to do their job and when they just want to pick on people.
Speaking of jobs, can we jump?
Can we jump into what?
To your story. That's all I got there.
Yeah,
I had to say about the Facebook thing. Like,
I'll say I can kind of see why Facebook streamers will make more money. You already have a following. We've had following since 2006 when it first came out. So I can kind of see why you make more money. But all this kind of ties into the next, and actually Pinky's story ties in greatly with this one.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Fortnite and people streaming and all of that stuff, the NHS opens a clinic to help child addicts of computer games. They didn't really define exactly what they call computer games. Computer games to them is just anything with a computer that's console and regular PC games. So I'll read a little bit of it. It says the health, and this is from The Guardian. Says the NHS is opening the country's first specialist clinic to treat children and young adults who are addicted to playing computer games such as Fortnite, Candy Crush. Who the hell is addicted to Candy Crush? And Call of Duty.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Mama Pinky is addicted to Candy Crush, and she has gotten me into it too.
I'm sitting there like, what? Who is like? Okay, whatever. The staff will help those aged 13 to 25. Who? That's fucked up. Whose lives are being Damn, it just glitched out on me. Okay, by spending countless hours playing games. From Tuesday, GPs and other health professionals in England can refer addicts to the service, with treatment starting next month. So basically, if you have a child or teenager or young adult, whoever, you can actually take them to a doctor, and that doctor will then recommend them to this new program. All of this goes on to a story that we talked about earlier this year, where the World Health Organization recognized gaming disorder as a medical condition. So it's starting, and I believe I did say this when we talked about it. I said, "Yo, they're gonna start building up clinics for these game addicts, and it's gonna be some bullshit." Like,
I'm just, I am appalled. I am just, I mean, I don't know. I feel some type of way about it. I don't know. It's crazy that it came down to this. You know, having a hobby is an addiction now. To me, in a sense, that's what it sounds like to me. And having a hobby, guys know that I have kids, and they're not addicted to games. They play games, but they're not addicted to it. I mean, they're kids. I mean, and of course, there are going to be things that are fun rather than schoolwork and stuff because it's boring to them. Of course, we was kids once, so we know it was boring. We wanted to go play and do other things.
Mm-hmm.
As far as addiction, I don't think they should call it addiction. I don't know. It seems harsh.
I think it should be a fine line. Like, for instance, Pinky, you're a good parent, so this wouldn't apply to you because you know how to raise your children. However, there are a lot of parents who don't know how to raise their children, who do have people who are addicted to video games. Now, what is me being a psychology graduate, I kind of know a little bit about it. To me, the easiest way that I can find to tell somebody what is an addiction, if you physically or mentally cannot, if you start to break down because you don't have whatever it is that you're accused of being addicted to. So, for instance, if you are a drinker and you're addicted to alcohol, you're an alcoholic, quote, quote, and you stop drinking for like a day or two, you'll start to have sweats. Your body will start to react negative to it. You'll get sick. You will have this taste in your mouth where you're just trying to get rid of it all the time, and nothing quenches that taste or gets rid of that taste but alcohol. Your body is, you mentally might be, I need to stop, but your body is so used to it that it's like, we need this. There are some kids like that, and the reason for that is bad parenting. That's what it is. When I was younger, we don't have the amazing games that we have now, but I had like Super Mario Brothers, Sonic the Hedgehog, addictive games to us at that time. But my parents were straight up like, "Yo, it's time to go." But mom, boy, if you don't get up off that game,
yeah.
And they were even like,
and that's like you said, that's where parenting come in.
Yeah, you tell your child like, "Yo, no, go outside and play. Get the hell out the house."
You've been on it for too long.
Yeah,
you've been on it since. But like let me get back to the parenting part real quick. Some of you parents don't tell them to get off. They'll be on it from the time they wake up until the next morning.
Yeah,
and y'all don't say nothing.
That particular,
especially with the people that had the Switch. So, sorry Nintendo, but you messed up. Because now with the Switch, you can just hide up under the covers and play the game, and don't get no sleep.
Nintendo, they ain't fuck up. They know exactly what they did. They know.
Yeah, and it's not on no game. It's not on no system. It's not none of that. It's the parenting.
Yeah,
that's and you parents that are about to go sign your child up for this, that's karma gonna come back to you because you took them off a hobby and made them into this. You might make them insane.
Well, remember, this is not a you can't just force somebody to go into these clinics. These are completely voluntary. The doctor may recommend that they go to these clinics. The parent might even be like, "Yeah, I think it's good for you if you go." The child doesn't have to interact with this shit.
But
yes, they do. If that parent say that's the guardian.
Parents out there, but there's some parents and guardians will make them go.
You can make somebody go, but doesn't mean they have to interact with that shit. They can go there and just say nothing the whole goddamn time.
Yeah. And that's true too.
Yeah, and that is true.
Okay, sorry about that. But like I was saying, the ages of 13 and 25. I don't know if it's an indoor clinic or if you have to stay inside, so to speak. So this is probably just something you go like it's like a class. I would think. I don't think it's something that they're keeping kids and young adults in. If it is, I think that's a little overboard.
Overboard.
I think you should test it out by having outpatients, sort of like that, an outpatient clinic. You come in for like a program or something like that, and you leave out.
But to the 20 and 25 range age, those should be outpatients because they're just gonna be, all right, okay, cool, and go right back to what they was doing. They ain't gonna take that class serious.
Well, think about it like this: anybody that's 18 to 25, you definitely can't make them go. So if 18 to 25-year-old is going, is because they themselves feel like they really do have an addiction and they want help. So therefore, that's fine. I have no problem with that. If you feel like you have to go. But for kids, I think parents, any parent that would be okay with this in the first place, I think they might be a little too worried. And they're not really too sure. Like, I go about this. If I see a parent doing stupid stuff with their children, I tend to not think of their decision-making as the best. So, if their child is already addicted to video games, quote, quote, why would I then trust their judgment to put their child into this program as a good thing? Like, so... Once you then said that your child is addicted to games, I tend to be like, oh, I don't think anything you do is good.
Let me put this out there. Unless they're running like you said, it was Fortnite, Call of Duty, or something.
And Candy Crush, which I don't believe Candy Crush.
I don't care for. I don't care for.
I think they just put that shit in the story. I don't think it's Candy Crush.
But Call of Duty and Fortnite, you do shoot people. So it might be a way to get them off of that way of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go do something to a person."
That has nothing to do.
But
games has nothing to do. Like I said before, violent people is going to be violent because they have a violent spirit in them or a violent tendency in them already. It has nothing to do with a video game.
And the reason why these people find these violent people playing violent games is because they're violent. So, of course, they're going to play a violent game because that's what they do.
We play violent games and we're not violent. We just tell you, we're going to keep 100 with you. And you cross me, then we got a problem. But if you on a game trash talking me, we won't care about it. Like, but if you outside that console and I see you and you still running your mouth, then it's outside the game.
Well, I like the fact that they say like the games make you violent. Well, I play NBA Live. It doesn't make me an NBA star.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm not out here dunking on these people. I ain't out here.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the case, and that's a good point. That's the case. Like you said, shooting games make you want to go shoot people. No, just like you said, basketball games, it don't make me want to go outside and play a game of 21 real quick. No.
Nah, I hate being active. Yeah. That's why I'm in the house playing this goddamn game. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I have been active all my life. My knees and say, you know what? We're going to chill. And that's what I'm going to do is chill.
But Pinky, when we was playing, I was like, if I catch Pinky on the court one good time, I'm going to try to drop her. But every time you go for that pump fake, I'm not catch pictures one-on-one in IRL. That's what my mindset be. Like, every time she go for that pump fake, I'm like, I figure out a way to stop it, but I'm like, dang, she gets me with it again. I was like, I'm gonna catch her. We gonna meet one-on-one. We're gonna play some basketball. But like, that's my sister, so it's like that's my sister.
I'm down for one-on-one.
But you know what? NBA Live, though, when y'all play NBA Live, I'm kind of like, oh, this is a good matchup. If y'all were to play in real life, I'd be like, I ain't going to watch this shit. I'm going in the house, yo. Fuck y'all. Like, this is going to be the most boring-ass match I've ever seen in my life. It's probably going to take about 10 minutes for a score to be made.
Oh my god! It'd be kneecaps all over the court. Okay,
Exactly.
I'm trying to tell you.
So we all know what the
Wait till I get my.
I don't want to go to jail,
Broken
so I play
ankles.
GTA. That's all it is. It's like
Hey, it is a great alternative.
Yeah, I'm not playing GTA and then I'm like, oh, I'm about to go steal a car and get 5 stars and then I'm
Right, you know what I'm
gonna run
saying?
into a
That
helicopter.
don't happen.
Like no,
It don't
get out of
happen
here.
like
Happen.
But when it comes to live and us as a whole, and I'm talking about Amazon, Matt, and Marty, and Skills, I'll be in my head like, okay, as soon as I get my camera, I'm going back to Jersey and facing Skills 101, wherever Marty at 101, because I'll be like, I got clips like, okay, Pinky, she keep going for that pump fake. If she does that pump fake in real life, I know how to stop it. I'll be taking it outside of the game and just to be goofy with it. Like even with Green, even when me and Green that first 1v1 happened, I'm like, I could take him outside. I could take him outside.
Yeah, because all I'm gonna do is try to shoot threes. In real life, that's all I really do. Like when we used to play basketball, like in school, that's all I do. I just sit on the line and shoot threes all day. That's just who I am in general. Like going in the paint and stuff like that. I don't do that. Like that's why I said like shooting games doesn't make you violent. Basketball games doesn't make you an athlete.
Exactly.
Minecraft doesn't make you a fucking builder. Like none of this shit makes you whatever. Like I have not seen any kind of mining in that fucking game. I see people building amusement parks and civilizations.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, just playing NBA Live don't make you a basketball player. Minecraft don't make you a miner or a builder.
Some of you women are about to be upset with me. But for the women who play, what was that game y'all was playing? Undercook or Overcook?
Overcooked.
Overcooked does not make you, some of you people, some chefs. All right, I've seen some of you women play Overcooked. Like I be doing this in person. Either. I be like,
no. I'm saying, me don't make me a chef either. So
no, I'm saying specifically to the women I've seen on Instagram and Twitter because they have a whole group of Overcooked.
Oh, I see.
Of Overcooked chefs. And they be like, this is what I make in the game, and then this is what I make in real life. And I'm like, nah, that don't look delicious. Like, I'd rather have the game version. Can I get the game version?
You see that? That's hilarious. That just gave me a good idea. But anywho, but yeah, and all in all, you know, with this clinic and everything, you know, I just think, you know, parenting just should come into play. You know, budgeting your time, if I can say that, you know, managing your time.
Stop making video games your babysitter.
Yeah.
Stop making games, stop making social media, you know, internet, the babysitter of your children. No.
Spend time with your kids. Like, I think it was once.
Don't let this be a waste of money. To me, it's a whole waste of money.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that government pays for it.
The parents should have jumped on this first. And this is based off England.
Yeah, it's starting in England. I'm sure there'll be a clinic that pops up over here, either in Canada or Mexico, or maybe not Mexico, but it'll pop up in Canada first before it pops up here. I know that. So
you know, everybody is trying. It's so funny because everybody is trying to put their hand in this gaming industry. It's crazy. Even medical professionals are trying to put their hands in this. Like they're trying to make clinics out of this joint. Wow,
it's money.
Because with some schools, some medical schools use what's that game? The Operation Game On.
And that's stupid too. And the same way I feel about the NBA logic is the same way I feel about that doctor simulator. Simulators don't make you any better at this shit.
So yeah, they'll time you on the simulator to see
Whoa. There's a simulator for, you know what?
Surgery.
Pinky, there's a simulator for everything. There's a goddamn bee simulator. If you want to know what it's like to be a bumblebee, you can you can live the life.
But what really
of a
tripped me
goddamn
out,
bee.
there's a simulator for flight. Like flight attendants, like y'all remember the documentary, the fire documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a truck driver simulator. There's a farm simulator. There's a goat
There's
simulator.
a goat simulator.
Yeah.
What?
It's stupid.
Okay.
It teach you. It's supposed to teach you how to handle certain situations in critical times. Like same.
I'm not knocking it. I can't knock it. But it's just funny to me.
Let me tell you, if I ever have to go into surgery and my surgeon says, it's cool, I study 4 years at this college and another 8 years at this college, and to keep my hands steady, I played Surgeon Simulator on the Xbox One. Nigga, no. Get me another person. No. And back to the parent situation, like, the craziest thing I've ever heard of is it was this babysitter who said that she wanted to quit her job as a babysitter because she felt like the parents didn't spend enough time with their kids to the point where the father didn't even want her to leave when he got home. Like he would pay her to stay there in the same house for like a couple extra hours until the mom got home because he didn't want to watch his kids.
No,
and he just wanted to chill.
It happens.
Well, when it happens, this is what happens.
There's some full-time babysitters that live on the property of these parents.
Well, that's
nannies.
Live
on the property.
There's a difference between nannies and babysitters.
No, they let the babysitter go and have they fun, but they got to come back.
That seems like a full ass nanny.
At all.
Like
if that's what you want to call it, then
because there's a difference between a nanny and a babysitter. A nanny cleans the house and also babysits, but cleans the house, takes care of the laundry.
The person just babysits.
Nanny just tend to the kid.
Yeah, they just tend to the kids.
Oh no, I'm cool on that one. No. And for you babysitters who take that job, you fucking stupid. Make more money. Be a nanny, damn it.
I can't knock it. I can't knock it. It's crazy, but it is what it is.
And if you're a parent and you got to do all that, don't have kids or give your kids to the system.
Or don't have them at all.
Just give your kids to the system and call it a day because they're better off with the system at that point.
Or get clipped.
Y'all tripping. But we'll see. We'll see how far it goes. I mean, this is like a testing ground.
It ain't gonna go far.
Like I said, if it does come to the U.S., it'll hit Canada first before it hits us. So if we see Canada get it, then we know.
It's not gonna go far past Canada.
We'll see.
You'd be surprised. There's money involved.
Yeah, remember now, gaming addiction is already in the book, the psychological book. So it's there already. It's a real thing now. So it already goes into effect next year. So it's a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
So
because the new coding books come out this month.
Yeah. So it's a new thing now. So can it come to Canada? Absolutely. Will it come to U.S. anytime soon? I don't know. Like I said, my whole way thinking is if I see it in Canada, then I know it's close. If it ain't in Canada yet, then I know it's far off. So I'm not too worried about it right now. But once they announce that it's happening in Canada, then I'll be like, oh, it's fucked up now. So we'll see. We'll
see. It's not messed up for the people that can control their gaming. It's not messed up for them. It's messed up for the other people.
It could be because now we get into it's voluntary now. It started off like kind of like how schizophrenia started off. Back in the day, in the medieval times, schizophrenia was just known to be you're possessed by a spirit of some sort, and then it transferred to a voluntary thing, and now it's a mandatory thing. Like I can have you committed if I feel like you have a very violent schizophrenia. So this could turn into the same thing where now we're just in the voluntary stages, and then sometime in the future, maybe 10 years from now, it's now, oh, I can have you committed for this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
so you're thinking there's going to be a government law that, so if you want to gain, but let me ask y'all this. You know people that do 24-hour streams, stuff like that, or 72-hour streams tops. So to the people that don't do those type of streams, would that make them an addict if they're streaming the game?
No, because
for that hour, for that time period, like if they do a 24-hour stream and never got off.
No, because
again, that's for business. That's not addiction.
Yeah, and remember, your activity doesn't define your addiction. What it defines your addiction is how you react to not having it. Addiction isn't what you're doing per se. It's what's going on when you don't get to do that.
Right.
That's the addiction.
You get the stealing, you robbing, God forbid you killing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What are you doing because you don't have it, or what are you doing to get this? That's the addiction part. So those people who do 24-hour streams, they even tell you they don't want to do the 24-hour stream. They're doing it because it's a challenge and because it earns them money. But if they had a choice to get off after 6 hours, they'd be off.
Right.
Yeah, Fortnite is in trouble.
How many times have we been streaming and I'm just like, yo, I know I've only been here for an hour, but I really want to go back to bed.
Yeah. I mean, even though I do love streaming, don't get me wrong. It's just that I guess because my life is so busy, I tend to get tired. So, sometimes I have to hit that reset button.
And then sometimes when I'm at work and I'm just like, yo, I really would like to play some Apex right now.
Exactly.
But the thing is where you can kind of figure out if I have an addiction or not is even though I want to go play Apex, I stay my black behind at work and I do my job. And then when I get home, I have the choice of playing Apex or I might not. There's been plenty of times when I came home and just went straight to bed. Even though all day I've been thinking about playing Apex or playing Call of Duty or playing whatever. I don't think the action makes you an addict. It's how you deal with not having it or how you deal with attaining.
But Greg, how you going to handle that Friday though?
Oh, I'm off Friday. What are you talking about? I took that day off. Oh, you thought this was a game. Oh, you thought this was a game.
For work for this Modern Warfare?
Nigga, you thought this was a game.
You got the time. If you got the time to take off, shoot, I would too.
Oh, you thought I was going to sit there and go to work? No, I'm cool. I am off. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that Monday. I knew appropriately what days to take off. Oh no!
At least I got Green to watch. To watch Modern Warfare. Soon as you get off of work, cool. I was like, bet I got somebody at least watch to play Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it's gonna be as soon as I get off of work Thursday night at 12 midnight. Yes, I will be on streaming. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I had 16 hours left. I was like, what can I do with that 16 hours? Oh, Call of Duty, the 25th. Okay, cool. Taking that Friday off.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is not a game, sir. This is lucky I don't take off November 15th when fucking Star Wars come out. Shit. I might just take that day off too. Shit. But that's not an addiction because if I had to go to work, I sure enough would. And I have done it many times. And to the point where now I don't even go to GameStop at midnight on the Call of Duty release. I just buy it on my PlayStation and I'm cool.
I'm I know that first week is going to be buggy.
I mean, if it's buggy, it's buggy, but it ain't gonna stop you from buying it the day one. I'm buying it day one. Yeah. All right. I get to then.
So you ain't getting the what's them darn things? The night vision goggles.
No, I'm not. That was too much.
Because they were saying that they got to mail your night vision goggles to your house. Cause
that must be for certain states. Because GameStop already said they got them. I've already seen them. So
I'm talking about the people that downloaded the people that downloaded it from store, store and the Microsoft store. They got.
I didn't even know you can buy them on the store. Because PlayStation ain't got no package for that.
Microsoft do.
PlayStation just got the digital versions.
Microsoft got the digital version.
That's just a version. GameStop exclusive where you get all that. I don't know.
Microsoft. My brother showed me that yesterday. It's like how, and I looked it up on mine. Like, you don't got that too. You just get a bunch of stuff for the $200 version. Microsoft
you don't get a $200 version for PlayStation. There is no $200 version of PlayStation.
I don't know what Microsoft got to do with it, but their store saying there's a $200 version of that game.
Oh, then they stupid.
With the night vision goggles. Yeah, I don't know if
they're stupid. You might as well just got that on GameStop and called it a day, or Amazon. One of the two.
I don't know if they up the price just to get you to buy it off the store alone. Because Call of Duty get it the first week.
I heard
we get it first.
If you order it off of Amazon, they do midnight deliveries.
Yeah.
So why would you? I don't know. I don't even try to understand Xbox players. Like if that's true, then I don't understand.
I don't understand Microsoft.
But speaking of Call of Duty, damn, I lost my train of thought with that one. All right, fuck it, whatever. But yeah, Call of Duty comes out October 25th. Now I could say this, since we're talking about Call of Duty, it's kind of like a bonus to the podcast. As you guys know, about a month ago, maybe a month and a half, they announced that they're having survival mode, for exclusive to the PlayStation first, and then Xbox and PC players will get it at a later date, quote, October 25th, 2020. And all week I've been seeing comments about how Activision and Sony are fucked up and blah, blah, blah. I just want to give a quick editorial to all those people who think it's fucked up. Mainly you Xbox players. I don't think PC really gives a shit too much, but if they're all PC players, then you need to listen up too. It's not fucked up of Sony, nor is it fucked up of Activision. At the end of the day, their main objective is to get that money, in which they are getting that money. Because you're still going to buy the game. Don't act like you ain't. Mm-hmm. You're still going to buy it.
You're still going to get the game regardless.
Let me add
on to that. Before you finish, Green. There will be no loot boxes. You can earn your COD points by playing the game.
Well, they have a what do you call that system? Battle Pass system. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still earn. It's still like the Battle Pass on BO4.
Yeah.
But instead of you putting your money into getting the COD point, you can get your COD points by playing the game. So whatever COD points you get, you can get the exclusive gun, whatever's new on that pass. So let that be clear.
But just to finish what I was saying, with people complaining about that whole exclusivity deal, number one, you people complaining now didn't say shit when it was the other way around. Two, you can't be mad about the alpha and the beta being PlayStation first because those are two free things that they gave us. That's something that PlayStation had to pay for additionally. I'm pretty sure if there was no exclusive deal, we wouldn't even got the alpha and the beta, period. So that whole thing is something that PlayStation just paid us to get. For y'all talking about, whoa, why is it fair that y'all get it a whole year? Once again, PlayStation has that money, baby. It goes back to that meme where the guy's walking through the clinic and he goes, "I smell broke." That's basically how Sony was when they walked past Microsoft. Because if Microsoft wanted that, they could have bought it. I'm sure there was some amount of money that they could have bought it and been like, all right, this is what we want for Xbox players. But they didn't. So you have nobody to blame but the system that you support. Another point is, you got to remember, Sony and Activision announced this deal maybe like a couple months before the PlayStation 4 even came out.
Right
So you
BO2.
So you already knew what the deal was. You knew it was going to be some exclusive deal, and to you Xbox and PC players, you knew how it felt to be on the upper end, but you didn't know what it felt like to be on the bottom end of that deal. So if you already knew it was coming, and you already knew the specs of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, the reason why the PlayStation 4 is almost damn near triple higher in sales than the Xbox One is because you have almost the same exact system. PlayStation is a little bit stronger than the Xbox One. So you have a stronger system slightly. With this exclusive deal, with other exclusive deals coming in the future from other companies, you have a company that is literally grabbing different developers that created great games like Naughty Dog, like Insomnia. So you have these different companies now Sony companies. You know this, you saw this. You see a company acquire a company that came out with the game of the year in The Last of Us, and you still went out and bought an Xbox One. So when that comes to that, you bought Xbox One for a reason, whatever that reason was. Maybe it was for Halo, maybe it was for Gears of War, whatever the case might be. You bought it for that reason. I bought PlayStation for this reason. Now, when you guys come out with Gears of War 5, 6, 7, 8, 22, I don't get mad. Cool. You chose that. I didn't. That's my thing. When y'all had Killer Instinct, do I like Killer Instinct? Yeah. I played it back in the day on the Dreamcast and stuff. I would have loved to have that on PlayStation. I didn't choose the Xbox One, so I can't play it. Am I mad? No, I'm cool. I'm great. I'm happy for you guys. Enjoy the hell out of that thing. Kill a couple of the werewolves for me, you know? So I don't understand why it's when PlayStation gets something done that y'all open the door for, why all of a sudden now it's an issue. But back in the day, it was not an issue.
Yeah, that's true.
You weren't screaming this stuff before, but you screaming it now. Because had you been screaming it then, we could have stopped exclusive deals altogether. It's the same thing with microtransactions. Had y'all been screaming it before when they was doing it, we wouldn't have it now. Loot boxes, had you been screaming it before, we wouldn't have it now. We only have this stuff now because you same people that's complaining about it supported it back then when it benefited you. So don't scream about it now. This ain't a new thing.
It's not benefit them. It's an issue. It's a problem.
And I know some of y'all gonna get butthurt. Y'all gonna be like, no, you're not understanding. No, I understand completely what you're trying to say. But I also can see that that's some bullshit. And you feel this way because it doesn't benefit you. Had it been on Xbox right now, as we stand, had Xbox announced we have exclusive deal with Activision and Call of Duty is going to have survival mode on Xbox and Xbox only for a full year, You same people that be up in Instagram, you same people that be on Twitter and Facebook and every other social media wouldn't be on there. Y'all be praising the hell out of Activision for this feat. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear under these comments. Xbox is better. Obviously not. Because you niggas ain't got it.
Yeah.
This is your decision. It ain't Activision's fault. It ain't Sony's fault. It's not even Microsoft's fault. It is your fault. You had a choice to buy whatever product you wanted. And for some of you people who are under the age of 18, you begged your mom and dads for Xbox One. For you people who are 18 and over, you went out there, you got your paycheck together. You was like, ooh, I can't wait to play this Xbox One. And you went out there, you pre-ordered it, you got it, and now you're sitting here wondering when you're going to play survival mode. Now, my last point to this is, you niggas don't even like survival mode, so why y'all bitching about survival mode?
There's some of the community that like it.
I don't. When survival mode was on the first, what was that, Modern Warfare 2 or 3? I don't remember a soul making videos about survival mode. That was not a popular mode. Everybody was playing multiplayer and calling it a day. So I don't understand why it's a big thing now. Calm your tits. You'll get it.
It resembles a blackout.
Well, look, I don't think Blackout was a good battle royale. That's just me. Would it be any different with Modern Warfare? Maybe. Maybe Modern Warfare would have been a better battle royale than Black Ops. It's a different company. It's a different feel to the game. So maybe. I think the best battle royale game that's came out so far is Apex. So I don't think it would have been different. I'm just happy they have a story mode.
Yeah.
Me too. You ain't lying.
Yeah, because Black Ops 4 was like, we didn't play it that much because it didn't have a story mode. So I can't get into the characters. I can't really get into the, like, what is the point of Black Ops 4?
To me, it was just play multiplayer and Blackout. I barely touched Blackout this year because I don't know why.
Yeah, they should have just came out with a free version of Call of Duty and called it a day. So, you know,
they was going to do that, but they wanted the money. Sony said, "Okay, you do that, then we can't do the exclusive deal."
Sony wouldn't have said that because Sony already saw how Fortnite handles their money.
One of the CEOs said that.
And they would have been like, you know, a free-to-play game still makes money.
But that was the CEO over, not the U.S. CEO, the other CEO over in, I think, Europe, I think. Because they got two different
Well, he ain't got shit to say about it.
CEOs.
It would have been straight up like, imagine a lot of games that I think would do well with free-to-play. Call of Duty is one of them because I think they make a lot of money off of their microtransactions. So they'll be fine. And a lot of the ones that they're talking about having free to play, I don't believe is a good idea for that company. NBA Live 20 being one of the rumored games that's supposed to be free to play. I don't think that would be good either.
Cost you $60. It's costing you $60.
I don't know where you're getting the $60 from NBA Live.
It's been rumored that NBA Live would be going up to $60 instead of the $30.
I mean, it's always been starting at $60, but they've always dropped the price like a week later. So I don't know why y'all paying $60 for that game when it goes right down to $30. I don't know why y'all do that. But yes, to everybody, you know, calm your nerves. It's one mode. By the time the mode comes out for Xbox, you niggas will be looking forward to the next Call of Duty.
I ain't gonna be playing it.
Half of you already done got a PlayStation 4 anyway. Like, one dude on Instagram was saying, like, he was like, why should I have to buy the game 3 separate times? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, why would you need to? You're right. Why would you need to buy it 3 separate times when you can do crossplay? So why wouldn't you just buy it one time for the PlayStation if you have one? And then you're fine. Because you can play with your friends on Xbox if you're on the PlayStation. So for those people that's using that excuse, nah, it's cross-platform
Stop
now.
it.
You
Stop
good.
it.
You can pay $60 one time.
Yeah, you say you
play
good.
whatever. Yeah, you pay $60 one time. You play with your PlayStation friends when you're playing survival mode. Every other mode, you can play with your Xbox friends, and blah blah blah.
If you playing on, and if you got people that's playing on PC, you can play with them too.
Yeah, so stop it. I don't want to hear it.
So,
But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. And then we have one last little thing. This quick discussion. Okay, so once again, I like Twitch. But this needs to be said because I feel like I have tried to say as much as I could to Twitch, and they just I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a upcoming streamer and I'm not like one of these big streamer stars. So some of you already know who follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff. About a good 3 months ago, back in July or June or something, I had an incident in my stream. I'm not going to say what the incident was, but I had an incident that was very critical and needed some assistance with because I don't know how to deal with those type of situations. And it actually has something to do with someone's well-being. I would put it like that. So I contacted Twitch, emailed them probably about 3, 4, maybe even 5 times. Even went on Twitter, hit up the Twitter account, which I'm assuming either they just didn't give a shit or and someone isn't looking at it on the regular. I tried every avenue that I could. I went to the support, typed that in. Nothing happened for days. The situation was so critical that had it not been answered within 3 days, there's really no point in following through with it. So I completely forgot about it after about maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Recently, now mind you, this was back in late June, early July. We are now almost damn near into November. This week passed, I think it was the 16th I texted you, Pinky, or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I got an email from Twitch. And their email was like, hey, we're sorry to hear about the situation, which I'm pretty sure this was all automated. We're sorry to hear about the situation. If you can give us some more information as far as your IP address and your stuff and this stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking like, the fuck you need my information for? I sent you a screenshot of this with the person's name. Me sending you this through this email should already tell you what's my Twitch account, who I am. You don't need to know my IP address at all. Like, I have it recorded. I've sent you the recording as well. So why do you need all of this stuff? Like, just handle the situation. And so it was an automatic system. I was just like, yo, whatever. That situation happened 3 months ago. So whatever the result of that situation with that particular person was, it really doesn't matter at this point. It's done. It's whatever. So I didn't even follow through with the email. My whole point of saying this is that Twitch, as a company, you're growing even bigger than you were, a couple of years ago. And as streamers, we're sticking with you. But I think you guys need to reformat the way you handle certain situations. Not just with answering your streamers in a timely manner, but also with your rules and policies. There has been a great deal of unfairness when it comes to features, when it comes to promoting, when it comes to discipline, when it comes like stuff like that. There's some things that you'll mute my music for on Twitch, and then I'll look at the biggest streamers. I'm like, these niggas are playing a whole album, and They don't get nothing. Like,
that's true.
these niggas be like, oh, the new Jay-Z album came out. I'm gonna play the whole goddamn thing for you right now. And then they'll rerun it for 3 weeks straight, and it ain't muted. Like, I'm not saying strike them, but damn, mute them like you muted me when I was playing Far Cry, and they had a Far Cry song that had Killer Mike on it. And I'm saying that like it's in the game. Like, I can't. That's not my fault. I'm playing a game that just has Killer Mike on it. So
when we play live, I turned the audio off.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Audio off.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that too myself.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes I would like to hear the music. Like, I just noticed the other day, like when I first opened up Fortnite, and I was recording it because I wanted to capture that opening moment for when the black hole reveals, and then you get into the new chapter. And I realized, like, oh, it doesn't have any music in it because I had to mute it because Twitch keeps muting my stuff. But meanwhile, every other streamer, you let them play a whole goddamn CD, and it's fine. Or you say stuff like, for instance, and Pinky always looks out for me, so she'll tell me like, Green, you don't need to be doing this on your stream, or Green, you might want to think about this before you do that again. And I remember a couple months ago, it was probably like maybe in March or something, Super Fluffy Slippers, my woman of the house, she was staying with me when I was at my apartment, and she came in, she waved at everybody and was like, hey everybody, and it's nothing like unusual about that, and it wasn't anything that she was wearing that was like bad. It was.
Well, she does that every stream when you live. She comes in and waves at everybody that's in the chat.
Yeah, but on this day she was wearing like a low cut top or whatever. It was a normal top. Like, if you go outside, everybody's wearing it. But Pink was like, Twitch is very about things like that. So next time you just might want to. And then she gave me a kiss, and then Pink was also like, that too. I've seen people, get disciplinary for that. And it's like, all right, look, if my girl comes over and just gives me a kiss on the cheek or something like that.
Hold your thought. Hold that right there. Twitch. You have people, big streamers, their girlfriends are giving them head under the damn table while they're streaming.
See, that's the thing. If it's not on the screen, like, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a camera up under the table.
But you can tell from the reaction. Like,
you can tell from the reaction, but if it's not on the camera, they don't care. And the key word here is big streamers that bring in big money.
Exactly. And it needs to be fair, because how do you expect your quote, quote, I don't even like to say smaller streamers, but quote, quote, smaller streamers, how do you expect them to become bigger streamers unless you give them the same opportunities that you give the bigger streamers? Like, the reason why those bigger streamers are so popular and popping nowadays is because you give them a whole golden road to walk through that they can do that. You don't give us a golden road to walk through. Like, there's a lot of stuff we get punished for that you don't punish those bigger streamers for. And I understand it's a money thing, but you'll get more money if you build up your smaller streamers. The big streamers don't need any more help than they already have. Like, I know Ninja isn't on Twitch anymore, but let's just use him for an example. Does he need you to put him on your feature? No, not at all. Does he need you to put him like on all your commercials, all your internet ads? No, he doesn't. He's big enough now where you know his name. You know what he's good for. You know where to find him if you want to.
So you turn your Xbox on, he's staring dead in your face.
Yeah, so when you do your, I'm featuring, I'm thinking you about to show me somebody I don't know about. I want to see a Miss Pinky 313 out there. I want to see a phenomenal, the female phenom. I want to see a whole bunch light-skinned black wasps. I want to see like people I wouldn't know about just on a thing, a King AJ, a fucking Ruby Rose, something. I would like to see those type of people up there when I do it, because then I'd be like, oh, I didn't even know this streamer existed. And they sound really funny. All right, cool. Let me check out the stream. That's the purpose of a feature. Is to show talent. Like, it's like the music business. In Twitch, you are the record company. It's cool that you have a Beyonce, but Nikki, you have other artists too. And you would get more money if you had a Beyonce, a Jay-Z, a fucking Kanye West, and so forth and so on. Like, you have to build up your artists so that you have a whole lineup of A+ stars, rather than you just having one A+ star and a whole bunch of other D celebrities. So all I'm asking for is someone, whoever is in Twitch, can y'all please start just looking at your policies and regulations and just improving some things. I'll be happy with just getting an automated email after I send my stuff in and saying, hey, thanks you for the email. We'll look into it. You will get a response within 48 hours. That's fine with me. That's cool. And actually give me a response in 48 hours. That just seems fair to me. That's all I'm saying. Do y'all have anything to say about Twitch?
You basically said it in a handbasket. That's what it is.
Just make it equal for everybody to use your platform.
And start banning people who do messed up things like abusing animals and abusing people. I want to see that too. Y'all be out here just using people, and I'll be peeping it. But you gotta be fair. Because had I gave my cat grape juice, y'all niggas would have banned me with a quickness. So this shit gave her
Did you
cat.
say grape juice?
Exactly. My cat could have just jumped on the table and just started licking grape juice out my cup, and y'all would have banned me. But y'all letting this girl literally sit there and take a big swig of vodka and feed it to her cat, and y'all like, oh, just being cute. Hee hee. Like, nah, nigga. She wasn't really
hee hee.
Y'all be sitting here letting people smoke full blunts of marijuana that we think it's marijuana. And all fine and dandy. Y'all niggas see a smoke machine behind me, I get banned with the quickness. So I'm saying.
now, especially with Halloween now.
Exactly.
Start banning a lot of people, because everybody's gonna be trying to do their little Halloween theme and dress up for their stream.
I remember somebody once told me, like, yo, you can't be drinking mysterious drinks out of a red Solo cup because they're gonna think it's alcohol. Like, nigga, no, it's juice. What the fuck? Like, so now in my streams, I always say, hey, Twitch, this is orange juice. Calm down. Because you got to tell them, like, it's a red Solo cup because I don't feel like washing dishes. This is orange juice. So I'm just letting y'all know,
so
be fair.
Got plastic cups.
I mean, they be banning you for little stuff is my point. The stuff that they should be banning, they don't. But the stuff that shouldn't be banned, like I think it wasn't Pinky. It was somebody else. It was another woman streamer. And she was saying, like, she actually got a 30-day suspension because she was wearing, like, a low-cut top. And she wasn't, like, the camera wasn't even, like, directed straight at her chest or anything. It was just, that's what she wore that day. And she wasn't, like, dressing just for the stream. She went to work in that. And she came home and she just immediately started streaming. But meanwhile, I was looking at YouTube. They have like the best, the week streaming highlights or whatever. And this girl was in a full blown body paint suit, looking like Diva from Overwatch, with a low cut.
But see, that's considered artistic. It's not,
Yeah, they're gonna put it in the art category.
And that shit is wild to me.
anything with painting, drawing, like if you're doing like body painting, they'll throw it into the art category. They'll
But
throw
that
you
shit is
straight into the art category.
but that shit is wild to me. And I'm not saying that the girl with the paint suit should be banned. I think when it comes to online content, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Because the same way it's easy to get on Twitch is the same way it's easy to get on Pornhub. People are going to find sex regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you want to run if Twitch actually just opened up that platform and said, hey, look, we're going to have our gamer section, but we're also going to do the adult only section where you can do weird shit like that if you want. It's going to be 18 plus. You have to, your age in your account has to say 18. And then you do whatever the fuck you want to do over there. Fine. Whatever. But it's just weird to me that if a girl comes home from work, hold on, wait a minute. If a girl comes home from work and streams, she went to work, professional person.
People seen her. People seen her in that outfit. So
if she went to work, comes home and immediately starts streaming, doesn't change, doesn't do anything, just start streaming, I don't see why she got a 30-day suspension. But somebody who is she's artistic and she paints her body and all kinds of paint to look like Diva, which I've never seen Diva with a goddamn cut that goes from her neckline down to her navel in an outfit. But whatever. If she paints her body and has nothing on, why she's okay to do that, but old girl who just came home from work and just wants to stream gets a 30-day suspension. Why are you picking on the smaller streamers when you should be applying those rules to the bigger ones because they have a bigger audience, which means you have a bigger penalty on you if something goes wrong with them?
Because they want the smaller streamers. I think mid-tier and smaller streamers are out of here. That's all they want.
But that's not good business practice.
But so once they get the mid-tier,
it's not, but that's how they're doing it.
Once you get the mid-tier and lower tier streamers up out of here, that's where all the big money is gonna go to.
Mm.
But that's not a good business practice, and I'll tell you why. It's just like wrestling.
It's bad. It's just bad business. Period.
It's like professional wrestling. When you look at WWE, what they do is they give a big spotlight to their developing people because one day those people will be the top stars in WWE. That's how you're supposed to do it. The bigger people, they good. They got a fan base. They're going to keep that fan base. They're good. They have the training wheels off now. They're out there. They're doing whatever. And at some point, they're going to leave. And when they leave, you need somebody to replace them. And that's how it should be. So when you think that Twitch would be like, okay, Ninja's gone. Who do we have to replace Ninja? We have to build people for that situation. So why not be like, okay, here's this streamer, Miss Pinky 313 with over 1,000 followers. Obviously, she's doing really good for herself. Obviously, she's created a niche, and we don't have that niche in our top tier. Let's feature her, get her to that top tier. So now we have opened up a brand new community. Bam, we got her taken care of. Let's go ahead and say Greenspmk. He mixes comedy with pissing people off. We don't have that. Let's put that over there because Dr. Disrespect is about to be out the door at any time now, I'm sure. So let's put him underneath him so that when Dr. Disrespect leaves, now we have Greenspmk. He's cool. We got it. Like, that's the way it should be formatted. Because these big people are going to retire. They are going to leave. They are going to go to other platforms. They're going to decide this is not what I want to do anymore. Maybe I want to do acting. Maybe I want to go out and party it up. Maybe I want to build a family and not have to worry about this shit.
Well, agreed. But there's some big streamers that are in contact Twitch. outside of business. So they say, "Hey, I'm ready to retire from stuff." The person they're talking to that works for Twitch, the company, will go back and say, "Hey, they will have a board meeting and say, hey, this person's trying to retire, this one's trying to move on. What can we do to keep him here?" So they will do everything in their power to keep him and make him okay. Let's just say, Dr. Disrespectful, saying that he just saying he's gonna retire from Twitch. That word would get out so fast to the company of Twitch, they would be in emails for him to stay. They would throw money at him just to get him to stay.
Doesn't mean he has to.
It doesn't mean he had to, but they would try to keep him to stay.
But
So
regardless,
they don't have to fill that void. So they don't have to fill that void. Now, since Ninja's gone, there's nobody filling Ninja's spot in Fortnite as big as Ninja.
there's plenty of niggas to fill that spot. What do you mean? Dr. Disrespect can fill that spot himself if he wanted to.
I'm talking about Fortnite. I'm just talking about Fortnite streamers, period. I'm not talking about...
Dr. Disrespect is a Fortnite streamer.
I'm knowing him for COD, so I'm putting him in Call of Duty.
Oh, he play something else. He don't play.
He plays anything battle royale. He's a battle royale streamer.
Battle royale streamer, basically, yeah.
He plays PUBG. He plays Blackout. He plays Fortnite, Apex Legends. He does it all. So, and Ninja was doing the same thing. He was jumping for. He wasn't just playing Fortnite. He was playing Blackout. He was playing Apex Legend when it came out. He was jumping back and forth too. So if they wanted to replace him, they could. The problem is that they replace him with somebody that's already has a niche, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. They don't replace you with the younger talent. Is basically what I'm getting at. They need to, because at some point, regardless of what you want to say, these motherfuckers are out the door, whether it be by choice or whether it be because something happens.
Or somebody come with a bigger bag.
Mm-hmm.
That too. But sometimes people just leave because nobody wants... Would I love to make a good big deal of living with streaming? Yes. Would I want to do it for the rest of my life? No. Am I going to be 60-something years old still standing in front of a camera streaming? Probably not. Would I like to do it up into my 40s? Yeah, I would. I would like to stream up until at least until 50, and then I'm going to be like, oh, I'm playing games just to have fun. Because I'm retired. That's what I would like to retire doing this. And I would think that that's what everyone's main goal is. I don't think anyone's main goal is to sit there and stream up until they're in a goddamn deathbed. Because at that point, what's the point? You want to live.
It's the way of the world. Some people will do that.
I've yet to see one streamer that has that mentality.
That said it and had that mindset. No, you would never see that. But some streamers do have the mindset to say, I'm gonna do this till I'm 60.
And I've yet to see
they won't say it or show it, but they'll do it.
I don't think I've never met someone who I even thought, yeah, they would do this at 60. I never even met someone.
But the way the world is changing so bad, I don't see it either. The way the world is changing with new technology, new ways of getting new people in and new people out, is like I don't see that happening at all. Unless you got the cojones to do it, then more power to you.
Well, let me put it like this. Is a difference between you streaming and you playing video games. Do I see me playing video games until the day I die? Yes. Do I see me streaming that video game? No.
gonna try to.
I'm
gonna try to.
I'm gonna play video games till the day I die. Absolutely. That's just my love for video games. Am I going to be streaming until the day I die? Hell the fuck no. I want to create a career, build on that career, and then at some point when I get older, be like, I can retire from this. And I can let the next generation do their thing. Because the last thing I want to do is be that old guy outside of my prime, still trying to do this shit like I did when I was in my prime. It goes back to that old saying, either you die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain. And that's just something I don't want to do.
Mm.
I would never want to be that old guy that's keeping other people back from, their time as a big streamer. So
I see that's what Twitch is doing. They're trying to keep everybody back.
And that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be that way. It's real shit going on with Twitch, and I don't think Twitch realizes that shit. Because if you sit back and you think about it, there's no reason why Pinky shouldn't be on a feature. There's no reason why Skills Galore shouldn't be on the front page. There's no reason why there shouldn't be. I can name at least 5 streamers right now that should be popping way more than they popping now. And they popping to us because we're in that circle. Yeah. But I can think of 5 people from our circle that should be popping in our circle, outside of our circle, in 20 different other circles, and in a million different other circles. They should be popping regardless. And they not, because for whatever reason. If I can look at a channel like Melanin Gamers, who is popping in England, commercials, gaming tournaments, they go on to conventions, having their own stands. The Melanin Gamers, and in particularly the person in charge of Melanin Gamers, she should be popping on Twitch. Front page. That is a good community that should be front page and should be promoted as such.
But the same thing with the Cookout as well.
Cookout too. I mean, that's not my circle, so I don't know. But yes, I believe the Cookout should be too. I can't speak to it because I'm not in that circle. But I am in the circle of Melanin Gamers, and I can honestly say, with everything that they do, not just for black gamers, but for all gamers, they should be a big channel. An amazing channel. They should be having like 25,000 people, 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers and up. They should be popping, booming. Pinky, straight up, and I'm not kissing Pinky's ass or nothing. I'm saying straight up from watching her streams and seeing how she went from... Pinky got me into streaming. So I've seen the beginning and seeing it to now. Okay. A lot of people don't remember. Me and Pinky started off playing Call of Duty 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So you talking about me and Pinky build a friendship from 12 years ago. I've literally seen when there was no idea of streaming, to Pinky saying, maybe I should stream this, to Pinky just pressing the share button and just streaming some regular shit. Us not talking to the streamers or nothing like that. Her not getting any people in there. I've seen it to where that was her first show to now she has over 1,000, over like, what, 1,300 followers?
Or 1,300 now, yeah. Close to 14 now.
Yeah. I've seen it from that point. I've seen her grind. I've seen her talk to me about different strategies she has. She's asked me questions like, hey, Green, what do you think about this? Or, hey, Green, do you know of anything that I can add to this? And I've been like sitting there like, yeah, I know, but how are you going to use that for your stream? And then the next day she puts it out and I'm like, oh, damn, would have never thought about that. That's awesome and been cool.
Once she get a once she get a green screen for her office,
it's a wrap. It's going down.
Yeah, so I've always been like, okay, Pink is that a pit? Pink should, and I know Sony ain't gonna listen to me, but Pink should be one of the people that should be up front for streaming on PlayStation 4 because Pinky only streams on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And can show how popular you can get from just streaming on PlayStation 4.
For PS4, just straight, like no PC, nothing, just straight off the console.
Exactly.
That's all I've done. You know, the only thing, and I've said it before, the only thing that I have, you know, people that's listening, you can check out my Twitch channel, Miss Pinky 313. I have a list of everything that I use right now. The only thing that I use for streaming is my PS4, Signa TV. I use PS4 camera and a USB mic, and I have my laptop, a HP laptop.
Yeah.
I need to update, but that's neither here or there. But that's the only thing I've used. That's the only thing I use.
And I see people who use way more than she does that ain't even close to her.
Yeah. I mean, they went out and bought all this stuff, but see, you have to have a game plan. A lot of people don't have a game plan. They just look up some stuff and just take off. No, you have to have a game plan.
And Pinky inspires a whole group. Like, if I had to say who was the mother of our circle, it's Pinky. Pinky's the mother. She's like the one that gets us all in check.
Appreciate it. Yes.
Just to be honest, just to be real with the fans, she get on us more than she get on anybody else.
Yeah,
because I want the best for them.
She hop on us more than she hop on any before we even think about it.
Yeah, I remember a couple months ago. Okay, so a couple years ago, an incident happened where I had said some things that could be misconstrued by certain women, and they got upset about it, and it was a whole ordeal with that. Pinky and AJ know what I'm talking about. So anyway, a couple months ago, someone brought up a topic about women, and Pinky says, "What do you think, Green?" And I was like, "I don't think nothing." And she was like, "I'm glad you learned." I learned my lesson. I'm good. When me and Pinky have our conversations, I take the lesson and I stop. I'm cool. All right, cool. I got you. And I remember her advice to me was, you were absolutely right in that situation. However, those people ain't going to let you get away with it. Yeah. Were you right? Yes. Did you mean what they said? No. But however, they're going to say you meant it that way. So just let it go. And I was like, all right, cool. And I've let it go since. And
because I had to learn that, because I did. I've been in that situation a couple of times. So, I'm a person, I tell the truth. I don't have a poker face. I'll let you know how it is. Either I'm going to tell you how it is, or I'm going to just not say nothing at all. So I've learned from my mistake, and I apply them, to my friends, my fam. I want them to understand, look, it's you have to look at all. You can't just look at one angle, which is your angle. You have to look at their angle, this person's angle, that person's angle, and see, like, okay, damn, you know what? I'm not going to win in this situation. You got that. As you say, Green, you got that. You can have it. Just let it go. That's
where I got that slogan from, too. And since then, I'm like,
you got that. Just let it go. It is. Hey, let them, what you said, just let it go.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you gotta, like, I guess you gotta start flowing differently, because in our world, me, Pinky, AJ, even the old crew that we used to hang out with, PMK, we hung out in the realist kind of situation. And living in that world, we got used to saying things that we probably shouldn't say, if we're dealing with corporate things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think over the last year or two, we have really been shaping up and getting used to being in corporate world and I have my new job, and Pinky's been grinding with Twitch, so Pinky knows the ins and outs of all of the Twitch politics and things like that. And then we've all been like really growing as far as figuring out how to promote ourselves outside of Twitch, whether it be with Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever the case might be.
Word of mouth, that too. Word of mouth.
Yeah. Okay, guys, and we got one person who wants to give their opinion about what's going on. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. It's Super Fluffy Slippers. Hey, Pinky Girl. Hey, AJ. How you guys? So Green finally got me on the podcast. Finally.
Yes, long awaited.
Right. So I understand we're talking about Twitch and how they only highlight like more prominent streamers, and they don't show any love to like some of the smaller streamers who have a very not necessarily a small audience, but like I would dare to say it's more of like a niche art audience. And I think this is probably indicative of a bigger issue, whereas though I'm fairly certain Twitch probably features the more prominent streamers, i.e. white streamers, and they have to understand that gamers come in all shapes, forms, sizes, and colors. And they would actually do better and probably be more for the people if they, highlighted a more diverse group of streamers. Like, especially like some of the, the language I've, heard on different streams and all the colorful terminology being used, and I think they would probably do better to highlight some of our streamers of color, especially in the blurred community, because African Americans, Black people, we are not monoliths. We enjoy all. We're not just interested in rap and smoking weed and chasing after our baby daddies. We're interested in playing Apex Legends all day as somebody else and working on our techniques. Running through GTA and shooting our gamer friends in the head and driving off and talking trash on NBA Live. And I think that that's an excellent way to like cultivate a bigger audience to stream, because I'm not sure if everybody's aware, Green is actually my fiance. I had never heard of Twitch until I started dating him, and through his interactions with Twitch is what brought me onto Twitch. And I had no idea that it existed, but had Twitch had put a spotlight on this, on a gamer that actually shared a lot of the same interests that I did, that was a fellow blurred as well. Like, I thought I created the term blurred. I had no idea that it was a whole, community of people out here that actually shared the same interest. So, I think there's a bigger conversation to be had. Like, what's well known versus the unknown. I think we should start exploring the unknown side of some of the more unknown streamers, because I think they have a lot of very interesting things to say, as opposed to cussing out their mom in the background and ordering them to bring them a sandwich. You have
not only Twitch, is not only is for gaming. You can also display your art skills, you can display your cooking skills, you can display your makeup skills. So that's one thing too I'm getting into, is doing my cooking shows on there, doing my makeup on there, what I'm saying, on those different channel avenues that's on Twitch as well. And like I experimented with it like a couple Saturdays ago, where I cooked, a big dinner, and I got a lot of compliments for, from the Pink Squad community, and I gained, new followers from the outside of the community. And I'm like, okay, this is dope. So, that's one thing Twitch has to do, is for all, like as you said, shapes, sizes, and colors, and just not on February, the month of February. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. 365 Black Twitch.
Exactly. You know, exactly.
That's exactly right. But Green just wanted me to, sort of share my opinion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sign out, you guys. This is fun. I might actually have to come party with you.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you for shining, your light on that too as well, for especially somebody that's on the outside looking in. And what I mean on the outside of, outside of broadcasting on Twitch, as a viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, if I can just say one more thing, like Pinky just, you just hit me onto something else. I had no idea that you could, have cooking shows and all of those.
Yeah.
Being, walking this path in life of being, quote unquote blurred is one that, can be lonely at times.
Yeah.
And to know that there are other people that are similar to you, that, you're not the only you're not the only person of color that's, into rock music, that, not only knows how to cook soul food, but also we can get in there and be vegans as well. Like,
exactly.
You're doing makeup tutorials on my particular skin tone, like things of that nature. Like, even the Apex Legends games, now forgive me, you guys. I'm not that, I haven't played the PlayStation game since PS2. And that was GTA San Andreas. CJ was my boo. We had a long-term relationship. He was so
I know that's right, girl. He was making frequent stops at night. Okay.
We was in Grove Street all day long. But this is so what I'm saying is that this path of being, a bit left of center, or left of what, people would traditionally think people of color are interested in, it's a path that's, extremely lonely. And had there been a light shined on it, it makes things different. Like, seeing my nephew nowadays, he's not afraid to, be a nerd and be different and have crazy colored hair and rock anime t-shirts, because that's something that Auntie told him that, that's normal. You be who you are. Now, had I seen that growing up, I probably would be a little bit more into myself, and it wouldn't be a conflict. So essentially, this is a long way of saying, like, had a light been shined on, individuals who were similar to me, or were a little bit different, it may, and different equals money, Twitch. So,
you know what I'm saying? I thought it was just me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I am different. I like, that's the whole thing with, my whole brand. I am different. I am a mother and a wife that plays video games and love it. You know what I mean? So
exactly, like,
I am a different breed.
All right. If I would have seen you growing up, I would have been like, Mama, why can't you be more like Miss Pinky? She be in there frying chicken, but she also knows how to shoot somebody in the head from 3 clicks across the way, Mama. Like, what's really good? So, and it wouldn't have been a path of, being lonely. And we probably, we'd be, everybody wants to be cool, but nobody's shining a light on what actually is cool these days. Everybody wants to follow the stream. I'm gonna stop rambling, you guys. This was fun. Hopefully, I'll be back someday soon. When,
yes.
Maybe. I'm not going to be on the next podcast, sir.
I heard that.
Right? Next podcast. Like, the pressure. I'm legit.
We live together now.
I know yes, sir. But you're not on the microphone right now, so this is my time. So thank you. Right. So hopefully one day when Green has some more colorful topics for me to comment on, other than Fortnite being down in a black hole. But you guys take care, okay?
All right.
See you, slippers.
Bye, girl.
We gotta get you GTA though.
Yeah, next podcast.
No.
Next podcast.
Oh goodness.
So yeah.
That's my wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. So yeah, that's. I mean, I didn't really have anything else to talk about. How about you guys?
That was it. That was all.
Okay.
About
Well then, Pinky, how about you start us off with closing closing remarks and statements.
Well, guys, thank you so much. For staying with us, checking us out. We've been broadcasting on the podcast since January of this year, and now we're going to go into a second year. So it'll be fast approaching. Guys, personally, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the Pink Squad supporting, and AJ as well, and Green, on our journeys through this streaming journey. Out to T from blur.com and the team. They're growing like really super fast, and I'm proud of them, and representing, us blurs, also well, on the up and up. And I can't, oh my God, them hoodies. I need a hoodie. It's cold out here in these streets. I need a hoodie and a hat. So, shout out to T. I appreciate him, him and the team for doing a phenomenal job with the site and, bringing us news as well, too. Got some, AJ, got some closing remarks.
I want to thank everybody, man, for rocking with your boy, rocking with me through this journey of Twitch and YouTube, man. I want to thank everybody from Paint Squad, Panda Tribe, Royalty. Just look out for the new content that we gonna drop together on the podcast, on streams. What else? Just be on the lookout for us, man, because you never know. We'll be a favorite podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find us all on Twitch.
Yes. All right. And I want to give a special shout out to Melanin Gamers, which hopefully I will be on the next commercial. Yeah. But thanks to Melanin Gamers for the support and the cool gear. I got a Melanin Gamer shirt, as you guys know. I love it to death. And make sure you check me out on my Twitch and YouTube, Instagram. I've found, Pinky was talking earlier about her list that she has on her Instagram. I actually went through it and I downloaded a whole bunch of stuff. Some of you guys have kind of noticed I've done creative little posts recently. So I'll be doing a whole bunch of that.
Yeah, like a petty little post.
Well, the petty post is just me being creative. But you guys notice, like, I put one of my videos in like a Game Boy kind of setting for a post, things like that. So I'm gonna start doing more creative things like that for Instagram and Twitter and all of that good stuff. Check out the YouTube. Today at some point I'm gonna put out my first Steep montage. If you don't know what Steep is, it is the action sports game that features winter sports. I've been having some fun with that, so I'm going to do a musical montage with that. Also, some videos of me, Pinky, and AJ actually playing Fortnite. So you guys want to check out that. Thanks to the Pink Squad. Most of you guys, all of you guys are awesome. But most of you guys are who I consider to be friends and personal friends. Thanks to Panda Tribe, you guys are amazing. Also, personal friends, Royalty Squad. Everybody's been like really amazing last year. Big shout out to Super Fluffy Slippers. She came onto the stream today. She was also the special guest producer as well as guest. She supports me and this team, so I'm blessed to have her by my side here and in life as we start this new journey in our house. So hopefully this just gets better and better. I think it's been getting better and better last year that we've been doing the stream, and like Pinky said, we've been doing this for almost a year. Almost a whole year. So we always like to hear comments and ideas and recommendations. So if you guys want to, let us know what kind of recommendations, let us know in the comments below. And yeah, I'm gonna go rest for a little bit, and then I think we all should make some more content for the page. What do you guys think?
I agree.
All right. Well, until next time, guys, we're going to go and do our individual things and then come back together to do some amazing things as we always do. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, stay real.